I'm whispering, it's because, well, hopefully you can hear me. I'm whispering because my son is currently sleeping in the next room. So I'm watching him on the monitor to make sure he doesn't wake up. I'll try to like talk a little bit louder, but I wanted to film this video and just give you guys a little life update. So I know I show like a little montage of just what I've been doing lately. I'm currently, today is November 1st. I am currently 2 months postpartum. So I'll just show you guys in, because I know like the last like video I was like look super pregnant. And I know I have my like announcement video on here and stuff. But yeah, I didn't like post an update from the rest of pregnancy because y'all, it was, I just really feel like the devil was trying to take me out. I do, but it's okay. By the grace of God, I'm here, I'm healthy. By the grace of God, I'm healthy. Praise the Lord. My son is healthy. Praise the Lord. I made it all the way to 40 weeks in 1 day. My due date was August 24th. I gave birth August 25th. And I can do like a really full, oh no. Please stay asleep. I wonder if I'm ever gonna be able to record this video. I'm gonna get through it though. I'll figure it out. Okay, and I'm back. This is my life in real life. It's an hour later. It took me an hour to lay him down. And I'm like still watching him on my phone. Because he likes to lay on his side, but I don't like the whole side thing. Because he likes to, because I don't want him to roll, so I just like watch it very, very, very closely. But, child, this is what it's all about. This is how it is. Okay, anyways, let's get into it. So, as I was saying, y'all, the end of my pregnancy, like I put out the video about my like pregnancy announcement on YouTube. I put it out during my second trimester, just because, you know, I was, you know, first trimester was kind of like me, my husband, our close family and friends. We just really wanted to enjoy that time. So I put it out in the second trimester. But y'all, from the beginning of my pregnancy, it was like so much warfare. And I'm gonna do a full video on like going in depth about everything that happened. But yeah, it was a lot of warfare from the first trimester, like going into the second trimester, all throughout that time. And yeah, I learned a lot of lessons. I'm still learning a lot of lessons. So like I said, I'm gonna do a full video on that soon come. Let me know if you guys want to see that. But I definitely like want to document just my lessons and my journey, and just, yeah, excuse me, And hopefully, if any of you ever, I pray you never have to face what, you know, some of the things that I went through. But, you know, if that is what you're going through or, you know, have to go through, I pray that, you know, me talking about my story and sharing my experiences will just help you. But anyways, to just continue with the life update. Yeah, I got COVID twice during pregnancy. I had issues with finding a doctor. I had issues with, you know, doctors just being very weird to me. And then the midwife that I ended up going with, because I had been praying for, you know, a natural childbirth, natural painless childbirth. And that wasn't my experience. That wasn't what the Lord had for me. And that was a little disappointing. So of course I was crushed by that, because I've been reading a supernatural childbirth book my entire pregnancy. I kept rereading it, and I had crazy faith. Like, I know one of my spiritual gifts is faith, and I believe that God can do exceedingly abundantly beyond whatever I can ask, think, or imagine. And so I was praying several scriptures over me. And yep, so like I said, during my second trimester, I got COVID. I hired a midwife. That's still a little touchy topic for me, because Holy Spirit help me to figure out what to share and what not to share. Because it's kind of like I'm still going through some of the stuff. And I mean, like I said, I'm only 2 months postpartum. So a lot of stuff is still fresh. I've been watching for like gestational diabetes. My son was huge, y'all. Like, I was huge. Like, I was huge, okay? Like, the entire time they kept predicting that he was gonna be 10 pounds at the least. And they were like thinking, oh, maybe I might have gestational diabetes. But I didn't. It's just hereditary. But we were watching my sugar, and that was like the main thing that I was watching throughout my pregnancy. I didn't have any signs of like preeclampsia. If you don't know what preeclampsia is, that's like a major complication with pregnancy, and it's, you know, especially more prevalent in the Black community. But I didn't really eat a lot of salt or anything like that, or sodium. I craved a lot of fruits. That's why I was watching my sugar. Anyways, so gestational diabetes ended up not being an issue. In my last like 2-3 weeks of pregnancy, maybe it's a month, I don't know, because of my midwife situation, but nonetheless, I ended up developing preeclampsia at the end of my pregnancy. And yeah, I ended up having to have an emergency C-section. And I'm sorry for all my pauses. It's still like, it was a very traumatic experience. And because I had been expecting my labor, childbirth story to go a different way, it really, really led to me having a lot of PPD after, you know, I gave birth, because I had this whole birth plan, y'all. Like, and that's why I'm like, there's so many lessons that I learned that I'm learning from it, and that are still kind of processing in me. So I know it'll take time, but I'm grateful to God that I'm coming out on the other side of it. But yeah, I had, like I said, this beautiful plan about how I wanted things to go. Like, I wanted, you know, the natural birth. I wanted no epidural, no medicine, this and that. I've been watching videos, I've been praying, I have been believing. And so when it didn't go that way, you know, like, I didn't get to vaginally deliver him and just put him on my chest. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't even know when they took him out of me. You know, it was like this whole rush situation, because I had developed preeclampsia at the end. And I got so swollen that it was kind of life-threatening. So it was like this whole scary rush situation. Literally, we realized it was on the 25th. I was like, something doesn't feel right. I've been not feeling right since that Monday. And this was Thursday when I got to emergency. But no, being rushed to the hospital, and you know, within 30 minutes of me being there, they were like, okay, we're taking you back. You know, got the epidural. But God was with me the whole time, y'all. Like, when I say that he was with me, what's her name? The doctor that did this perform a C-section on me, she was just an angel. Like, she was an angel. Like, when we went to the operating room, it was like some music playing. She asked me, like, did I want the music changed? And I told her I wanted to listen to like some type of Christian music. So she went out, got her phone, put it next to my head. You know, after they had gave me the epidural and laid me down and stuff before my husband came in, and she like played her radio station off of her phone next to my ear, and it was just, you know, it was amazing. And she really cared for me. She really took care of me. And in the days afterwards, because I did have like just some pressure issues after the delivery, but thank God she caught it. That specific doctor caught it. Y'all, I'm trying. Lord, please help me, because I guess I'm trying to be as transparent as I can be without being, but still showing love. Like, I've never kind of been in a situation where someone has like, well, no, I have, where someone has wronged me and I've had to forgive them and figure out like how I move after that. And so that's kind of where I am. Not trying to talk cryptic, but so yeah, after, so like I was saying, like the C-section, I wasn't even able to hold him. Like, they held him up, I could barely see him over the like little dressing thing, and they took him over to the little area to like clean him off and stuff, and I wanted him to connect it to the placenta the whole, like, for an hour, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had this whole plan, but we trust God, right? You know, we make plans, but we trust God for the outcome. And that's one thing before we even get to before I even do that, you know, video where I talk about everything I learned, because it was so many lessons. But yeah, anyways, like, you know, they took him over to be weighed and stuff, and then they handed him to my husband. I'm just like kind of watching, but still feeling them do stuff inside of me. And I'm still afraid, but I'm trying to, like, you know, listen to the worship, and I'm trying to like keep myself calm, but I'm kind of sad. Like, in that moment, I'm sad that, you know, wow, this didn't go to plan. Wow, I'm like, this is happening. Wow, like, my son is here. I can't even see him. I don't know what he looks like. I haven't held him. You know, they eventually like placed him on my chest, and thank God Warren caught that footage. Oh, you're trying to push up already?
I know, I see.
He's so strong.
These babies are made different. Look at him. He's already doing, like, he's got his neck control.
Yeah.
Right.
Am I holding him right?
You are. You're doing great. He's just looking for the breast. And I'll put him on as soon as I can, okay? But I have a couple of things I have to do first.
Yes, okay.
All right, I'm going to unplug this. Are you ready to roll out? Yeah?
Is he sucking his fingers still?
All right, good to go.
I'm so proud of you.
Was he sucking on his finger?
Yeah, he's been doing it the whole time. The whole time.
It was tough, and then because I had preeclampsia. When you have that, they put you on like mag salt, or at least the doctors I went to did. Salt makes you kind of like not even like it's a kind of, I think, a muscle relaxer or something, but it just makes you not feel, it makes you feel very, very groggy, like you're not here kind of weirdness thing. So like, it was like I wasn't really even present mentally, if that makes sense, for the first few days. And so like, I was so sad about that. Sorry, I'm checking the monitor. I was so sad about that. So like, think about like the first week of my son's life, like I'm barely, and then I was like, of course, you know, on medicine, I couldn't walk because again, it's a muscle relaxer. So not only is it hard to walk after the C-section, but when you have this Max Soft stuff, it makes it even harder. But I pushed myself, and I'm grateful for my husband. It made me fall so much deeper in love with him, the way he like cared for me. He never left the house. Well, he left, you know, to go get his food occasionally, but You know, he was by my side the entire time and helped me walk again. And so those first, like that first week I was in the hospital. The second week I was home, still not really able to walk. I had a lot of family in and out of the house. I was still on, like, you know, the pain medication, so still not like really here. And then by the third week, I would say the third week was like the first week I was like able to spend time with my son, like mentally, physically, emotionally. And so, yeah, it was a journey, and, you know, just processing all of that kind of, and then of course, like having a newborn, right? And it was rough. But over the past like week or so, I've made some changes. So I started taking some vitamins. Getting outside has helped. I started working out because I'm starting to, like, my incision feels better. I didn't even tell y'all, I ended up getting up to 270 pounds, okay? I gained 80 pounds, like, and I was on a weight loss journey when we first found out I was pregnant. Like, I had just started my weight loss. It's this mom thing where you, like, think you hear her cry. But he's not crying. It's okay. Anyways, yeah. But I gained the majority of that in the third trimester, like, and especially like in that last month. But again, that was the fluid. So by the second week I was down to, like, I was down 60 pounds because of all the fluid. So now I'm working on these last 20 pounds that I've been hanging on to. Actually, no, it's like 15 pounds. But I lost 5 pounds month, but it's okay. I'm giving myself grace. That's another thing I'm learning in this season. So many lessons. Oh my goodness. One thing that I will say before that other video drops is work on the things that the Lord is telling you to work on before you go into the next season. Because if you go into the next season with the stuff that you didn't finish working on for the previous season, then it's gonna show up in this next season, and it's going to make it a little tougher. Like, I know that I needed to have worked on giving myself grace. I know that I needed to have worked on perfectionism. And baby, those two in motherhood. Yeah, they get you. They catch up on you and get you. So yeah, so that's my little update. I'm trying to think of anything else. So yeah, I started taking, like, vitamins, working out, having quiet time. I was not having quiet time for like the first month and a half, really, because I just didn't know how. But I want to start getting back to, like, feeling like myself, and I know it's not going to be like an overnight thing, and that's what I'm learning to be okay with, like, and also learn to be okay with, you know, pushing myself a little bit. Like, hey, I'm tired. I gotta clean and I gotta make dinner, and it's 8:46, but I know my husband's not gonna finish working until about 10. So put my son down. I'm only making salmon tonight, so it shouldn't take too long. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I could push myself a little bit, sit down and talk to you guys, and, you know, and this is something that I enjoy doing for me. So I'm doing it. And let me know if you're a new mom down below, and different things that have helped you. Or if you're not even a new mom, like if you're a mom in general, or if you have any advice, if you have been a caretaker of somebody, if you've been around, if you see what I'm talking about and you got some advice, drop it down below. I'm so open to all of the help, all of the advice. I understand why it takes a village now, because trying to do it on your own is not the wave, y'all, at all. But it has been getting easier though. Like, I've been adjusting. I think it was the hardest thing in the beginning, and like in the past 2 months, of course, was letting go of my plans and just kind of grieving my plans, but also grieving my old life, like grieving the freedom that I used to have, but not staying in this place, because I feel like that's what PPD will do. It'll make you be so just see so many of the negatives in this beautiful season. And I really feel like that's just the enemy trying to steal your joy in the midst of this beautiful, blessed season. Like, I caught myself and I recognized, yes, that is what I was going through, but I also can talk to myself as well. And I was like, okay, like, this is a great season, Z. Like, this is a blessing. Your son is a blessing. You know, like, yes, it's hard. And yes, we need help. And that's what I did also, got some help. I reached out to my community, and that is something else that I did not perfect, or not perfect, but that I did not work on in previous seasons. So I had to get that together in the last 2 months. If you know me, I do not like asking for help. I am very much an introvert. People don't think it, but I mean, I would say maybe I'm like an introvert, whatever. Like, I like to hang out and like talk, not hang out, but like I like to be in community, like having conversations, but I do run out, and I'm like, I get more recharged being alone. So anyways, like, having to reach out, and that's been my personality. Like, if it's gonna be, it's up to me. Like, I can figure it out, I'll figure it out. I don't trust people with, yeah, so I reached out for help, and that has truly, truly helped me. But that's it. I just missed you guys. I'm going to be replying to comments and things that I've gotten over the past 2 months, because I literally dropped a video of the week that, the quiet time video of the week that I went into, well, yeah, so that's my mini little life update. Marriage looks a lot different, so I'm so excited to talk to you guys about the different things that me and Warren are learning about each other in this season, because those first 2 months, it was an adjustment, not just for me, but also for my husband as well. And we're learning and we're growing, and I think we're doing an awesome job. He's a rock star. I love him so much. So I think that's it. About to go make dinner and clean up. But that's all for now. I love you guys so much. See you in the next video. Peace.